Alright, fruit face from the beginning. First you're going to start, if you don't know where you saved what we started in class, you're going to go over here into your Edmodo account under the 6th grade, and you're going to go to 6th grade, and you're going to open this up. And if you right click onto it, you can save image as, and save it into where your name is. And if you want to save it as something else, so you know. So I'm going to hit save. Already is there, so I'm going to replace. And then I'm going to open up my Adobe Photoshops, which is going to be in your Adobe Photoshops Master Suite. And I'm going to go File, New. And let's do this 8 by 10. My resolution 150. If you already have this saved, you can just open it up and skip all of this. I'm going to call this fruit face. Okay. No, thank you. Make this bigger so I can use it. Move all these guys out of the way. And then I need to open up that picture. Open. So just like before, what I'm going to do is I'm going to Control A to select. Or Command A. Oops. I'm going to be on my arrow first. Oops. Oops, I was hitting the wrong button. Right. Command C. Command V. Okay, and I'm going to do my edit free transform. Okay, so then what I started to do before was I'm going to put these pieces on different layers. So when I mouse over my tools, it'll tell me what they do. Move tool, rectangular marquee tool. So this guy is just a selection tool. So I'm going to hold down my clicker here, and then I'm just going to do edit cut, edit paste. What you see is your Command X, and then I make a new layer, and then my paste is my Control V. So he's on there, he's just on a new layer, and I can move him out of the way. And then I'm going to make another new layer, and I go back to my original one, get my marquee tool, and I'm going to keep doing this. So X, new layer, V, move them out of the way. Marquee tool, I don't want to get that extra piece, so I have to start it over if I got that other fruit in there. X, oops, I'm on the wrong blank layer. I gotta make sure I get to the other one. X, new layer. And it's okay if it's underneath it, it's just we want them on different spots. Move them out of the way. Marquee tool. Got them selected. Gotta make sure I'm on the first one. X, new layer, V, there he is. Marquee tool, back to the beginning. X, new layer, V, move them out of the way. 4 more. Marquee tool, first layer, X, new layer, V. Move them out of the way. Marquee, grapefruit, first layer, X, new layer, V. 2 more. Marquee, layer 1, radishes, X, new layer, V, and the last one's already on its own layer, which is layer 1. So if I wanted to, I could be fancy and I could label these by just clicking them and say this layer's my mushroom. Don't have to, but it makes life easier. So for mine, I'm going to start, and I'm going to turn these guys off. They're all still there, except you want to be able not to see them right now. So it's just turning them off temporarily. And there's the mushroom and the egg. So I'm going to go on my egg. And then you're just going to kind of make faces out of these. So I'm going to move him because he's going to be my main character here. And then I'm going to use this mushroom as my hat. So I have to be on that layer. And I showed a lot of you guys, if you see how this is underneath it, then I want that to be on top of this. So my first thing I'm going to do is I notice there's a white little film around him where I cut him out. So under my, right here, there's the magic wand. So the 4th one down. I'm going to select that white. And since it selects light colors, it's going to select that. And I'm going to hit delete, and it should have disappeared. And then I'm going to do the same on my mushroom layer. And, uh-oh. Okay. So I might have to do this guy in sections. And I might have to do partial eraser on him, because it's saying that it wants to get inside that mushroom. So I can just hit my eraser and change the size of it. And just come in here, and I might actually be able to use the magic wand a little after. And if there's ever you want to like change the order of your layers, I can say you want to put something on top of them. Well, I'll show you here 1 second. Let me get him. So I want this to be kind of like a crazy mushroom hat. I'm gonna bring him down, but I want him on top of it. So in order to do that, I gotta click over here, drag him so that what might be easier is that my egg is gonna be underneath everything. So I'm gonna click and drag it down. He's not there yet. Click and drag him down. Uh-oh. There's more to that mushroom than we knew. So I have to delete, get beyond that mushroom. So there was white hiding the mushroom here. Deselect, or Command D. I want that egg to be down below everybody. I'm going to just keep dragging and moving this down. Moving it down. And what I'm going to do is, because I don't want him to move, and I want him to stay there, I can hit lock. I'm going to name this egg just so I remember what it is. And then let's see what this guy is. So it's a radish. So if I wanted to change this to an eyebrow, make sure I was on that layer. And I can magic wand it, delete it, deselect, and then my Command T to transform it. Apply or double click, and then he goes on here, and then say if I wanted to select all, I could do my A, and then my copy paste, and then I'm going to flip it, so I'm going to do my transform, grab this side, and voila. Oops. Let's step backward. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Oops. Alright, now I have two crazy eyebrows. And then I keep going. And if I want it to stay there, I can lock it. What layer is this one? Oh, that's the other part of the eyebrow. So now it made its own layer because I copied and pasted it. Let's turn him on, and then grapefruit. So if I want to make grapefruit his mouth, just keep going. So you get the gist of it. I want to get rid of the white. This guy here, we might have to use your eraser because it's selecting inside of here, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so this guy might be an eraser, so then I would come over here and then just erase, and I could do that while it's selected, and that way it's not going to eat into my grapefruit, just those parts that's selected, so I can get a little sloppier with it. And then deselect it. Oops. Got some messies here. Transform it. Turn this grapefruit around so he's happy. You don't want him that happy though. And then I just keep going to make my face. Double click to get rid of that box. I won't be able to do anything. And I'm going to stop there and pretty much think that you can figure it out. So then I could say, oh, eyeballs, nose, inside of my pupil. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, that could be an eye too. So that looks like a nose. I can give him a bow tie. Alright, so go ahead and finish your man. Just keep repeating those steps. Remember, your copy, paste, transform is really all you need.